So now this is the voting systems manager in Atlanta.
My name is Gabriel. I'm the voting system implementation manager
in Georgia.
of Georgia. And
We're going to have to turn them up a little bit here. Give me a second.
Sort of a two-part press conference today. At the beginning of this, I'm going to do my best to keep it together.
You can tell he's already exasperated.
Because it has all gone too far. All of it. Joe DeGeneva today asked for Chris Krebs, a patriot who ran CISA, to be shot. A 20-something tech in Gwinnett County today has death threats and a noose put out saying he should be hung for treason because he was transferring a report on batches from an EMS to a county computer so he could read it. It has to stop. Mr. President, you have not condemned these actions or this language. Senators, you have not condemned this language or these actions. This has to stop. We need you to step up, and if you're going to take a position of leadership, show some. My boss, Secretary Raffensperger, his address
Froze up there for a sec.
They have people doing caravans in front of their house. They've had people come onto their property. Trisha, his wife of 40 years, is getting sexualized threats through her cell phone. It has to stop.
I mean, it's no surprise if you've ever been on conservative Twitter, on Parler.
This is the backbone of democracy, and all of you who have not said a damn word are complicit in this. It's too much. Yes, fight for every legal vote. Go through your due process.
But here's the thing that I've got to say about this is... It finally got deposit. The thing that I have to say about this is, like, it went too far years ago. The Republican Party went off the deep end 2 decades ago. This went too far. You're just now speaking up? It's not like we didn't recognize this shit during the Bush administration. It's not like we didn't recognize this shit when Rush Limbaugh was attacking the Clintons nonstop throughout the 90s. Not that the Clintons aren't deserving of criticism. I'm no fan of the Clintons. But like, hey dude, if you're a Republican, you have been complicit in this shit long before this election. Anyone who voted for Donald Trump, anyone who has voted for Republicans in the state legislators, in Congress, you are complicit in this. It has indeed been going on for far too long. But it didn't start a month ago when Donald Trump lost the election.
Death threats, physical threats, intimidation. It's too much. It's not right. They've lost the moral high ground to claim that it is. I don't have all the best words to do this because I'm angry.
Understand.
The straw that broke the camel's back today is...
But hey, Trump had all the best words. Gave a 45-minute press conference.
Just trying to do his job.
After this dude said it's gone too far.
I said he's one of the better ones they got. His family's getting harassed now. There's a noose out there with his name on it. It's not right. I've got police protection outside my house. Fine. You know, I took a higher profile job. I get it. Secretary ran for office. His wife knew that too. This kid took a job. He just took a job.
He's just a low-level staffer.
And it's just wrong. I can't begin to explain the level of anger I have right now over this. And every American, every Georgian, Republican and Democrat alike should have that same level of anger.
But you should have had that anger 20 years ago.
Mr. President, it looks like you likely lost the state of Georgia.
Oh, he did.
Investigating, there's always a possibility, I get it, and you have the rights to go through the courts. What you don't have the ability to do, and you need to step up and say this, is stop inspiring people to commit potential acts of violence. Someone's going to get hurt. Someone's going to get shot.
He did the exact opposite of that today. Called it the most important speech he's ever given.
It's not right. And y'all, I don't have anything scripted. This is, like I said, I'm going to do my best to keep it together. All of this is wrong. The Geneva who said for Chris Krebs to get shot is a former U.S. attorney. He knows better. The people around the president know better.
No, he doesn't.
Mr. President, as the Secretary said yesterday, people aren't giving you the best advice on what's actually going on the ground. It's time to look forward. If you want to run for re-election in 4 years, fine, do it. But
nobody is giving Trump advice. Trump, we did the story where he was rocking back and forth going, I won, I won, I won. There are yes men, sycophants all around him that are giving him the advice that he wants to hear. Just like the right-wing morons consuming media left Fox. They went over to OAN, Newsmax, because they will tell them what they want to hear. It is not about laying out facts or reality to these people.
Everything we're seeing right now, there's not a path. Be the bigger man here and stop.
Trump, be the bigger man.
Tell your supporters, don't be violent. Don't intimidate. All that's wrong. It's un-American. I don't know what else to say on that front. I mean...
As if violence is un-American. I disagree with him on that.
One of our goals was to make elections boring again. Well, guess what? That didn't happen. This is all wrong. It's all too much. And I'll leave that for there. Okay, now, as I said, this will be a bifurcated press conference. Here's the...
I would assume the rest of it isn't that fun. But now, Trump clearly didn't heed his advice, nor do Trump surrogates like now pardoned General Michael Flynn, who was a traitor to this country, working on behalf of Turkey, took $500,000 from a brutal dictator by the name of Erdogan. WTPC, We the People Convention, whatever the fuck that is, calls for the president to invoke limited martial law to hold a new election. This is against the Constitution. In full-page Washington Times ad, if legislators, courts, and Congress do not follow the Constitution, what the fuck? These people love to say they're constitutionalists. They've never fucking read it. I was like, I'd hate to see what the comments look like on this, but apparently there's some funny ones. You might want to lawyer up again, little fella. Anybody agreeing with this would fit right into 1930s Germany. Exactly.